What's going on? What's going on?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Great. So we got two picks for the quarterback today.
Yeah. We got two off of them. Yeah.
How you feeling?
Good. I mean, it's good. It's fun to get back out here. Fun to just be back on the grass. This is what we all love to do. So just getting back out here playing football again, being around all the guys, it's a lot of fun.
A lot of new faces. What have you? What's that like for you and getting used to Coach Rabel and your new staff?
Yeah. Like you said, I mean, a lot of new faces, but I mean, we're rolling. Love playing for Rabel so far. Great energy. He everything you see on TV, that's exactly what he get. He put on the little 51 jersey, which is I thought was something he did when in the past, but he still do it. But his energy, he always has great energy. Always smiling. So I've enjoyed it.
What are your impressions of Carlton Davis and what's going to be like getting to know him? You see you guys working together. What kind of things will you be talking to him about as you go about your business?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Just learning and playing with CD. I mean, he's been in it. He's played in the Super Bowl, so uh, I mean, he's seen it at the highest level. He's done it. So that's only not great for me, but for the whole room to just have his voice, have his voice in there, and just pick up tips from him. Anything he can learn from us, we can learn from him, and just chopping it up, piggybacking ideas, how we play certain things. It's gonna be awesome.
What was your biggest focus this offseason? Like, what would you say about your game, if anything, has changed or gotten better?
Uh, I mean, just offseason, just getting back healthy, getting back ready to come back and be ready to go. And then also just kind of trying to going into year three. We got a pretty young room. Bringing in CD helps, but trying to take that next step and be one of the guys people can come talk to.
It is a pretty number about the two picks.
I mean, it was two different coverages, both where I got to see the quarterback. So I mean that helps as a DB. Just saw the ball and went and got to get it.
It is a pretty young room, but you're one of the more veteran guys in terms of service time here in New England now. How does that impact you going into this year? Do you anticipate being more of a leader, changing your leadership style? How does that all take out as far as you're concerned?
I wouldn't say changing my leadership style. I mean, you can't really change somebody. You can't. As most people know, I'm more of a low key. I don't really talk a lot type of guy. But everybody leads differently. Everybody can lead. Talking wise, everybody can lead through playing. So I mean, I'm just gonna continue to be myself, not change up or anything. But just if there's certain things, I kind of. I mean, the more I've been in the building, the more I've been around football, the more I'm starting to learn. The more I can, help the rookies when they have a question. Help not even the rookies, anybody else that has a question. So yeah.
Well, I guess maybe that's a better way to look at it. Do you feel more empowered now, even though you're still you're relatively young, a couple years in the league? Do you feel more empowered now, having been here for a couple years?
I mean, not really. I mean, I still got a lot to prove. But if I feel like if somebody want to come ask me something, they can definitely come ask me something.
How'd you continue to challenge yourself this offseason? Obviously, coming off your first All-Pro now, but like you said, a lot of room still to grow.
Yeah, I mean, just went to work the same way I've always done. Kind of spent some more time and I mean, playing a full season was different from my rookie year, where my rookie year I had a very, very long off season, but it was kind of different just because played a lot longer into the season, so I had to, kind of adjust my routine since it was kind of my first one. So, but I mean, still kept my foot on the gas like always. Enjoyed some time at home mentally, but then got right back to it. Tried out Pilates. That's really hard. That's really hard, but I enjoy it. Works a lot of muscles that you never think you even have in your body. So I've enjoyed it, and then just same work I always done.
Do you have any personal goals for year three for you?
I'm gonna keep them to myself.
You sound like you're looking to lead maybe by example. That's what's natural to you. Going into training camp, looking ahead, what would you want the character of the room of D-backs to be taken as? Like, people talk about you, what would they say?
I mean, that's a good question. But I mean, I'll just say that. I mean, I know off the field, we're real close, which I really enjoy. We all hang out all the time outside the building, so that just leads to on the field. It makes it even more easier. So, just connected, feisty, going out there and doing what we got to do.
Is that like going out to dinner?
Dinners, hanging out at each other's houses, going on trips, whatever. We do it.
We've heard a lot about how this defense could be different for the front seven, more aggressive, more attacking. How is it different for you guys in the back end?
Yeah, I mean, we're all still trying to learn it. It's relatively new, so just as much as y'all know is what we doing. So, we're just learning it. Got to get through phase 1, phase 2, and now we trying to apply it on the field. So we got a long way to go, but it's going to be fun.
Two more guys.
You had a chance to work against Kyle Williams, and it looks like maybe you guys were talking just a little bit at the end of practice here after one rep. What have you made of him? Obviously, it's early in his career, his time with the team here, but have you noticed anything just about his competitiveness or his personality?
Oh, yeah, I mean, everybody's competitive at this level. Everybody's going to come in and especially, receivers, DB, that's one of the positions you got to be the most competitive at. So he's one of them. He's going to, talk his talk just like every other receiver. But, he comes in, has his head down, gets to work. He's hungry, ready to go. And, at this point, that's all you can ask from him is just come in, get to work, and ask questions when needed.
Did you benefit maybe from any rookie missteps by him on either of your interceptions?
I don't think he was on the field. I don't know. I can't remember, but yeah.
What's it been like
Last
working?
one.
What's it been like working with Justin Hamilton, and what's he kind of brought to the corner?
Oh yeah, J-Ham been great. J-Ham, it's been really fun getting to know him. All the corners, we're all kind of like what I was hitting on earlier. We're all real close. That corner room was pretty much the exact same from last year, just minus a couple people. But so we've all been real close. So we're all learning each other, and he's bringing energy. He's kind of like me. We're both pretty low key. He's not a coach that's gonna get to yelling and doing all that. But it's been fun. I'm excited to continue to work with him. Appreciate y'all.
I don't know if it's more than usual. I don't know if you could say that, but we're working at a good clip, man. Obviously competing against each other, trying to make each other better, and that's what it's all about.
Hunter, how do you feel like Drake's acclimating to Josh's style of offense in his system?
I think he's acclimating great, man. It's a lot, and it's really early. It's only May, man, and we just got together a month ago and put this all in. So there's a lot thrown at the wall right now that we're trying to make stick. And I've been in this scheme, but I haven't been in this scheme with all these guys. So we're trying to mesh this well, and it takes time, man. It takes a lot of time. That's why we're out here. That's why we're out here competing. That's why we're trying to get better, and that's what it's all about. Because especially on offense, we got to be in tune, and we got to be connected, and just trying to get better every single day.
That's what I was going to ask you, because you have been in the scheme before. Have you given Drake any tips, or has he come to you, asked anything? I know obviously he's a quarterback.
Yeah, it's different, but some things there's things I can help, and in some aspects I feel like I know the scheme well. Obviously, there's still things I'm learning and trying to grow upon. Even if we were in the same scheme from last year, I would still be growing in the aspect of like just deeper knowledge, and but I'm always there to help and try to help Drake in any way I can. Oh, today? Yeah, I'm always held usually. So, it is what it is. It's day 2, and that's what it's about. It's about competing. So, he made a good play. Defense made a lot of good plays today. We bounced back. That's what it's all about. That's what practice is supposed to be, and it's fun to be back out here.
If Drake has a day like today where he throws back-to-back picks twice, any compulsion on your part to talk to him, or is there really no need?
Yeah, I think I just try to keep the same energy the whole day, no matter what it is. Even in a game, in a practice, just try to be as consistent as I can be. And I think I see that with Drake too. I think he finished practice as good as you could see, especially with, sometimes how things go and ball doesn't bounce the way that you want. So, that's what it's about. That's what football is. Things don't always go your way, and you got to keep playing.
A lot of players who were in leadership roles in previous seasons are no longer with the team. Just what's the process like of rebuilding that, of
I mean, we got a lot of obviously I miss those guys, man. A lot of guys I went to battle with and uh, really built great relationships with. I miss those guys for sure. But now we're on to 25 and trying to build the right way. And we brought in, I mean, everybody we brought in, I've really enjoyed getting to know and felt like they've been really good in the locker room so far. And I mean, just in the short time we've been on the field, it's been fun to compete with and talk with and just kind of grow together. So excited to kind of build this locker room. I mean, all the guys we brought in have been great.
With it being May, what's that process like at this point? Getting to know each other on the field and getting Drake more and more comfortable every single
Yeah, I mean, it's early, man. Y'all are seeing day 2 of OTAs, man. It's we got a long way to go, man. Long way to go. September's a long way to go, but it's exciting, man. This is the groundwork that we need. This is the work we need every single day to just continue to compete. Iron sharpen iron, and it's fun to come out here and be able to play football a little bit again.
With being May, it certainly doesn't matter that there were 4 balls that ended up in the wrong team's hands. Do you guys approach it that way too, or do you say to yourself, no, all these practices matter? Is Mike trying to put that?
No, I mean, they all matter for sure. I mean, I'm saying it's early, but I'm saying it's early in the sense of like, all right, we need to, we can fix these things. But I mean, obviously we don't want to put the ball in harm's way. I mean, that's probably the biggest priority in this league is turnovers. Win and lose football games in this league. So I mean, that's a huge priority of ours on offense that we got to be better at. We just weren't good at that last year. So yeah, we got to fix that now for sure. But I like the way that we bounce back. I mean, you just keep playing because like I said, things don't really go your way always. Yeah, man. It's not. You don't have to go too crazy, but that's why we practice. That's why you come out here and try to get better. So, obviously, it's not what you want, but you're not going to come out here and be perfect.
Hunter, we've heard that Josh has sort of simplified the system a little bit, streamlined it. Have you noticed that at all? How much have you noticed that in terms of maybe some of the verbiage?
I mean, it's pretty similar to the past, to be honest with you, in a lot of ways. I mean, obviously, I think compiling stuff and there are definitely some new stuff. So I guess you guys will have to just keep watching and see.
What's it like with Mike? It seems like he has something to say to different people on every single play.
Yeah.
He's got a ton of energy.
Oh, it's great, man. He's been a lot of fun in the building, in the meeting rooms. He's been great. Obviously, I mean, just briefly being on the field with him has been awesome. I mean, he was a player, so he kind of has that energy like we all do. And now also on the coaching side, he brings a great energy that I think everybody likes.
He's had a history of reminding people that he played, players that he's played in Tennessee. They would talk about it often. Have you already picked that up from him? Has he already sort of reminded you that he was a pretty good player in this league?
Not a ton, but obviously I think we all know the pedigree that he played for a long time, man. I mean, I think that just out of pure respect for what he did in this league for a long time. I mean, obviously I respect it, and I think all the guys in the building respect just the way he approached the game, his career, the success that he had, and just the way he played the game the right way.
A couple of those rookies didn't know, but he's a basketball player.
Oh, I don't know about that. So you have to mess with the rookies about that one.
As a guy who loves football, how much are you seeking after what's gone on the last couple of years? That joy of winning, having that every single day you come to the stadium.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're trying to get back to that. Starts now, and like I said, there's a process to it, and I mean, that's number one goal is to win more football games than we have been for sure. And so, but there's a long process to get to that. Just trying to take it day by day, not to get too far ahead of ourselves, and just try to win each day. I mean, that's really the only thing you can do at this point. Come out here and compete, get better, and just let the blocks fall in place.
Thanks, Hunter.
All right, guys.
All right, who's first? How are you? Yeah, don't be shy now.
After practice, you see that you're working with Will and some of the younger guys. How much pride do you take in that, and what's your message to them on a day like this?
I think it's the biggest thing. I've been blessed to be under a lot of great tackles. I played with Trent Williams for 5-6 years, and just being able to learn from him and just take it on the field, is vital because, being a vet that's played 12 years and being able to sprinkle those little things to those guys to see them, use them in practice and get better, and just build a toolbox for themselves. it's good for everybody.
Specifically, what do you think about Will so far?
Man, it's the way he approaches the game, man. He's eager to learn. He asks questions every day. He's like, bro, can we get some sets? And just talking football. His locker's right beside mine, so we get to talk about football all day. And obviously he's a stud, man. He's played great football in college, and so now he's just trying to figure it out. Where every week you're going against somebody that has a guy. So just fine tuning, not trying to change stuff, but just fine tuning the things he's learned in college and taking them to the NFL and just on the field and getting challenged every day.
Morgan, we didn't see you doing much in game. Is that just pacing things out this early on?
Yeah, just pacing things out. Obviously, I feel great, coming back from the knee surgery and stuff like that, but just getting acclimated, getting out there, running around with the guys. But I'm happy to put that helmet on and put that jersey on and get out there and running with the fellas. So it's been good.
Along those lines, how important was it for you to be here for these workouts?
Real important, man. Obviously, we got a young group. We got a young offensive line, and so just being able to get around them, create that brotherhood, that chemistry, and just bring them along is very important.
What kind of things are you doing to, I guess, organically create that brotherhood? There's new faces in.
Yeah.
Through free agency, through the draft. Just a lot of guys.
Well, just number one, we got a young room. We got a lot of guys that's trying to figure it out themselves. So just being a voice in that room, bringing them along, whether it's like us going out to dinners, or just staying after practice when everything is done and watching film together and just spit all everybody's ideas. I know Garrett's been phenomenal for the room as a veteran center, as long as Wes as well. I played with Wes before, and so when you bring those knowledgeable players into to one room and we can sit down and just share football and what we see, and just being able to talk about it, right? Because obviously my eyes might be a little bit different than Will's and the younger guys because I've been playing for a long time. So just being able to spit that knowledge to them and help them see what I see to bring them along is vital.
Mike was talking to us before practice about how this is going to be a challenging time of year for the offensive line because there's no contact. You can't do everything that you want to do necessarily this time of year. What's the most important thing for an offensive lineman to get out of the work that's being done?
We was just talking about it just a couple of minutes ago over there. Offensive line is a unique position because in the offseason, you're training against a bag all day, and then you got to go out there and block a live moving object. So it takes the guys a little bit time to get acclimated to the speed and stuff. But really just coming out here, learning the plays, being in the huddle, listening to Drake, seeing what Drake sees, everybody being on the same chord and just playing football and having fun. We're building an identity. We got a lot of new players. We got a lot of young players that are going to be out there playing this year, and so just getting them comfortable with the schemes and the terminology, so we can go out there and play fast.
Speaking of Drake, what are your impressions of the way he's carried himself, the way he communicates with you guys? I know it's early, but
well, he's an ACC guy, so I can't complain about that. But no, his leadership, obviously, he's been in the league, going on his second year. He's seen some things on the field last year, but just getting them comfortable, knowing that the guys in front of him that are blocking for him, they're going to do their job. They're going to communicate with him, with things that we need. And that's what this is about, is just, not just, just learning the playbook, but learning one another, seeing, what he sees and what he expects of us out of our quarterback and our leader, and just going out there and just capitalizing.
We'll take two more guys, two more.
surgery was that from the play against the Patriots, and what is it about this game that makes you want to go through it at this stage in your career?
No, it was week 3, Thursday night. But just the fact that I still come out here and I still feel like I can learn. When you come in the building every day and you got the urge just to learn, and I tease Will about it all the time. I said, Will, like the things you did in college, I didn't do 12 years ago. So I'm learning from them just as much as they're learning from me. And when you come with that mindset, the window for you just as growing as a player and as a person is always open. So I still enjoy the grind. I still enjoy being out here with the guys and just learning from them and them learning from me.
Morgan, it seems as if the intensity, the tempo, it seems as if you guys kind of got, it's May 20th.
Yeah.
It seems like you guys kind of get dropped into the deep end of the pool a little bit, and there was a lot of position moves. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, I don't think it's it's football, man. At the end of the day, I don't think there's a way that you can really ease into it. I say one thing, it's obviously, guys been working out all in the off season, but playing football is a different type of football shape. So getting guys out there, and although we're not going hard and we're learning, obviously with a young team, we're learning how to practice the right way. Keep guys up off the ground, And then also, just we got a great defense out there. The defense, they got a lot of young players, and they're coming. But being able to have those conversations in between plays, you'll see guys over there like Keon, KC over there, grab younger guys like Will and say, "Hey, man, I think you should change this up." And that's what this is about, learning from your teammates. So when you go into training camp, you get into the season, you're the best polished player you can be.
Thanks, Morgan.
Yep, no problem. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Well, what's the process been like so far? It's May. What kind of things are you doing, and what's your mentality as you get out here?
I think stack days for me. Get better every day. Work on something. Like we say, make a new mistake. I don't want to make no mistake that I made the day before. So get better at whatever I made a mistake at, and just overall just get better.
I'm sorry if you were asked this. It looked like on one of the interceptions there might have been a miscommunication. Can you just shed some light on what might have happened there?
Oh no, just like a little roll drill. So roll drill I sit, but yeah, just a little roll drill. Don't go back with the last shit thing with the miscommunication. It's just facts though. But it was just a roll drill. I don't think he seen Zoe coming down, so that's how I pick. Yeah.
What are your impressions of this Josh McDaniels offense, and how are you picking it?
Oh no, I think it's gonna be lovely. We just with the first 2 installs, so once we open up that book, it's gonna be crazy. So D got something on us right now, but once we open that book, it's gonna come something good.
A lot of slot guys have been able to
Facts.
beat in the Josh McDaniels offense. How excited are you about playing now?
Man, I'm super excited. I can't wait.
What's the process been like with Drake?
Man, it's been good. Like I said, he's becoming a leader, and he's been working, and he's working hard. He's been here. He be first one in, last one out. So that's how he's trying to be great.
What is it like getting all of the guys together on the field, back competing with so many new faces?
Man, it feels good. Just to be going against the defense again, and just being out there again on the field. It's our relief for real.
And how is the culture building been going?
Oh man, the culture different here. I love it. Verbal a players coach, and he's on the field with us. We got a coach that's on the field, a head coach that's on the field with us. Man, it's different. You can tell he's very in tune to what we're doing and want us to be better.
After every play, you seemingly talking to somebody different.
Right.
Else. How much do you appreciate that? What's that like for you?
No, that's good. What that is, constructive criticism. We love when the head coach is on the field and he knows both sides. He knows what's going on offense, what's going on defense, and what needs to be done. That's how I know. Like I said, he's in tune with us, and he's making sure that we're all on one accord and we're all doing what we need to do.
How much you talked at the end of last year, just how much you hated losing and you wanted to get back to that winning. What's that been like in the off season, and what are you taking out here early in this part of the year to get to that, to where you want to be that team?
Yeah, I could tell like the guys who've been here. It's a different mentality. I feel like everybody's working super hard, and I feel like they're tired of losing too. And you can see it as of when we were working out, man, we're competing. We're competing on workouts like conditioning drill. We competing. That's rare to see, and I feel like we working as we compete. We're getting better in each room.
What's your impression of the new rookie wideout so far?
Which one? We got like 3, 4. Oh yeah, I love them. I feel like they brought They brought everything to the room. Straight competition in our room, and I love it, man. In every position, we got competition. So them two, we got the 4 rookies that came in, man, they're pushing us to get better. So as we got people coming in that come work hard, it's gonna push everybody else to work harder.
What are you guys trying to? This last year the wide receiver group I think was scrutinized a lot.
Mm-hmm.
As a group, what are you guys trying to prove this year? What do you have to prove?
I feel like if you're trying to prove something, it's like I feel like you're gonna get caught up with trying to prove something. So I feel like, man, just compete. As we compete, we're gonna do better. And I feel like, just get open. You get open, the ball gonna come your way. Even if it don't come your way, it's gonna show up on film that you're getting open, and other people can see, and on film it's gonna show.
Obviously, Stephon isn't out on the field yet, but what do you think he's gonna bring to your run this season?
Oh yeah, he's gonna bring that dog. He probably the one who brings out that attitude in the room. You got a lot of quiet right now in the room, but I feel like he's gonna bring that dog out in the room. Thank you.